Hey guys, and welcome to the first in my new series of tutorial videos, whereby I'm going to be explaining some of the builds in my world, breaking it down into simplified parts, and hopefully teaching you guys how to make them. So if you need to, you can make them in your world, or not. It's up to you guys. You might just want to know. You might be interested. What I've done here, I'm going to start with the cocoa bean farm, which I made recently in the LP, and I've split it down into three separate parts really to make it easy for you guys to understand. But I've simplified it as much as I possibly can. So let's have a look. Let's jump straight in and get this going. So first things first. This is our activation block or set of blocks. The piston tape will sit here. This is your input. This powers the block that pushes them out. That starts the tape. Then you've got this one here, which is a reactive or a smart piston, whereby when a block is here, it fires the block out. Okay, and I'll show you guys how to build both of these so we can move on to actually making the piston tape itself. So we'll start off with the simpler of the two circuits, which is very straightforward. This is your sensor piston, which puts a pulse into this bit of redstone here. That bit of redstone feeds a pulse into this monostable circuit, which by the way is a fantastic little circuit, worth learning. The monostable circuit pops a pulse into a 1-tick pulse into these 3 block spaces here, 1, 2, 3, which then powers these 3 pistons. Dead simple, and that should work. There you go. Easy as that. Cool. Just for reference, this repeater is on 3 ticks. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and that's what gives us a 1 tick as it pops out of here. So that's that. So that's simple. Again, this is very much the same sort of concept. I'll lay these down so it's at the same height, just not to confuse anything. However, these 6 here are our monostable circuit. So similar thing again. We'll build this part first. This is exactly the same as the other build. This is our piston platform. There we go. The monostable circuit just goes here, and instead of being fed off of a smart piston, this is fed off of a switch. So exactly the same circuit, but instead of having these 2 bits here, we have a switch there. Okay, and that's all it is. Very simple. That works like that. So those are the 2 circuits. They're very straightforward, very easy to learn, and yeah, it is what it is. So start circuit, reactive circuit. Now what I've done here, I've put all 4 corners of the circuits down, this being the start circuit, followed by a smart piston, smart piston, smart piston, and pushes it back into the circuit here. So very straightforward. Now once you've got these 4 down, there's 2 ways of filling this up. This is my favourite. It takes a bit longer, but you can, get all your logs in there, and it actually sort of tests the system on the way around as well. Because the next one I push, there you go, it works perfectly. So that's that. So very simple. Now this piston tape here is a 7x7x7x7. You can go up to 12, I think, with this design, and it'll still work fine. So be creative, make it as big as you want it to be. Now you might have been asking yourselves, why am I doing it in different blocks, one each time, alternating pattern of blocks, and that's simply because with some of the new features of 1.3, you can swap a block behind a piece of behind a cocoa bean. So if I was to grab a cocoa bean now, for instance, I can never remember which one it's in. It's a die, isn't it now, technically? Yeah. If I did this and loaded those 3 up, I could push this button here, and because the block type's the same, they don't fall off. So to get around that, all you got to do is put a different block behind it, and that sorts the problem out completely. Now the one downside to this particular pattern is that you have to have a repeated block at the end, because it's an odd number of blocks going around the loop. doesn't quite work out perfectly. But it's not a problem because this is it done. Now if I push this here, you'll notice it just spins around and resets back to the normal position. Do the same again. So it's very simple. Now it's up to you guys how you use this really, because you've got to be creative with how you get in. Now obviously I used a set of stairs which came in from one of the corners to get into mine. You could always have this on the top of a temple. You walk up a set of stairs to get into it. If you're really snazzy, you could have a double piston extender which pushes you up into the room. But I'll leave that up to you guys. Same with the switch. Position that wherever you want to. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my first tutorial. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you want to see more. I had a lot of fun doing this actually. A bit of a change from the norm. But yeah, once again guys, thanks for watching. Rate, like, subscribe, comment, everything else. And I'll see you next time. Later guys.